My name is Mark Frieser. I'm the CEO of a startup that's going to launch in Q4 called Disconic. Disconic is based around a really simple idea. We're creating a marketplace for the buying and selling of music licenses for television, film, advertising. What that means in effect is if you're a filmmaker or if you're an advertiser and you want to put music into something that you're working on, you have to go out and find it. And that's really where we're going to try to solve a problem that exists right now. The problem that exists right now is that this is a portion of the business, while it makes money on a year-to-year basis and grows, it's sort of stuck in the 70s and 80s in terms of the buyer side discovery, the transaction, and the clearance of rights. And on the sell side, the biggest problem is, as it always is for artists, and labels as well, is getting your music found by people. So what we're aiming to do is we're aiming to take technology to help to solve the problem on both ends, so that on the buy side, you're going to, as a music supervisor or other type of buyer, you're going to have a very robust filtering and personalization system that's going to use a lot of different types of data points in order to deliver to you more directionally correct choices.
Okay, we're at the end of our minute.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Wrap it up in 5 seconds.
I'll wrap it up in 5 seconds. And on the sell side, what we're doing is we're making it easier for you to get your stuff up and get found. That's it.
So, Mark.
Okay. We have a previous relationship too.
So, what's different this time? We know that this.
I haven't done this before, but he's got a very relevant question.
Trying to change the relationship or the process for music supervisors to find either copyrighted sound recordings or songs, right, has been tried, I don't know, 15 times. You've been around a bunch of them.
I've seen it.
What will you do that will allow this to succeed?
Okay. It really comes down to the technology. I mean, it's really technology and tastemakers secondarily. Tastemakers are always going to have to be a part of this. You're always going to have people who need to understand what it is that people on the buy side are looking for and what the sell side has. Those people are always going to exist. But we're at the point right now where technology that companies like Amazon or eBay use in order to correctly personalize for people on an ongoing basis based on a variety of different factors can be applied in an economical manner to people like music supervisors. And that's really what it comes down to. At the end of the day, music supervisors, you know what they do. They churn every day through like 100 songs and try to find something that they can clear for the right price. Well, we can apply technology to personalize things so that we know not just what they've told us, but we also know what they've bought. We know what kind of company they work at, and we can triangulate that information with what other people have bought and similar types of results that we've provided for similar types of asks. So that's really what it comes down to. It's really down to the technology.
Recommendation engine.
Yeah, exactly.
So Mark, I don't have a clue what you're doing. From a standpoint, just from a pitch standpoint, I don't know how you make money. I really don't understand what it is. I mean, music supervisors, maybe somebody actually understands what that is. I don't have a clue what that is.
Okay, it's basically people that buy music to put into commercials and media. That's what they do. In terms of
that's your customer?
Yes, that's the customer. And how we make money is really simple. We take money off the top. We take a percentage off the top of the transaction. We own the transaction between the buyer and the seller. So basically, when the buyer is saying, yes, I'm going to do a transaction, they do it through our service. And we pay out the seller of the music rights. And we take a cut off the top. That's it. Very simple model.
What's your barrier to entry?
You know what? I mean, barrier to entry is not really, I would say not really the technology. I think that the technology is good and we're in the middle of building it. I'd say it's more convincing the buy side that we've got something that they actually need. And that's more than saying, I could say on the sell side, we don't have enough music, we don't have enough rights. We're going to have enough rights. I think that at the end of the day, the question is convincing them that this is something that's going to make their lives better.